What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Ultimate Game Channel. I'm AJ Gels. Guys, we are back with something new. This is Hellblade Senuas Sacrifice. This is a new game by Ninja Theory. It's an action game. I really don't know much more about it. I've seen some gameplay. It looks pretty cool. I think it's got some kind of like Viking sort of thing in it, but totally a guess. If you saw that warning at the beginning, it said something with psychosis. Apparently this game does also feature a permadeath system where it's like after a certain point in the game, this character gets like a black thing on her, like black mark or something on her arm that slowly, as you die and respawn, reaches closer to her head, and if it reaches her head, you die permanently. So it might be an interesting Let's Play trying to get to a certain point, dying, and having to come back.
Hello. Who are you? Doesn't matter. Welcome. You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
What's happening? It's breathing. Dead. It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness. There will be no more stories after this one.
What is she doing? Why is she doing this? They're watching. Why doesn't she feel her coming? She's doing this for him. She wants to rescue him. He's already dead. I can feel you coming. Quiet.
Oh, how rude of me. I never told you of the others. You hear them too, right? They've been around ever since the tragedy. That's not quite true. Some are old, some are new, but they've changed. I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them? Over there. Why isn't she looking? Why aren't you looking?
He's in hell high. Look, up ahead.
Hell high.
You see it too?
You promised you came.
Yes. It is real after all. She's finally arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call hell.
Turn back. Go back. Go back. It's not safe. It's not safe.
All right. This is actually pretty. This is pretty spooky.
You see?
Look around and you will see them. The drowned, the sick, the slain. Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here.
You see them?
This is not a place of rest.
You can't do this. Go back. Go back. They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you.
They're watching.
Stop.
Can you feel them watching? They're watching her. They're watching her.
You're so close to the darkness. Go back. Can you feel it?
What is she thinking? I can tell you. She's afraid. Wouldn't you be? You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years. But the darkness, it just builds onto itself, growing stronger, towering over her. You might try and ignore it, turn away. But it's always there, just out of sight, where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Man, game not pulling its punches right from the start, huh? Jesus Christ.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own, but it isn't bravery that drives her. Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Senua's fear runs far, far deeper.
Are we gonna get an explanation for why she's on this journey?
What is she looking at? What is she leaving behind? I know what she's thinking. I hear her thoughts. It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge her. No one will ever know. Oh, she heard us. There's no going back.
You can't do it.
Senua pushes away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. There's nothing to go back to, and worse to look forward to. Why don't you join us? Maybe you too have a part to play in this story.
Alright, so now I'm in control here.
Look really clearly.
Focus, Senua.
Focus, and you'll see. What happens if you focus?
Do not forget my stories, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hela's gate, but gods and the living will follow this path. You must leave the Isles of Orkney across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the River of Knives that flows from the dark world of Niflheim.
Alright. Like I said, I'm curious just to see why we're on this journey. Though I do kind of like this setup. Like I'm questioning: is she being like actually like haunted by like spirits or something? Or are these like voices inside her head? Is she actually like? And it said it was dealing with psychosis.
They're coming. You can't do it. They're coming now. They're coming.
But my kind of question is it like supernatural? Is this all like a hallucination? Is she actually like losing her mind, or what? Or is that kind of the point of the game? That's the question. I don't know.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt. But she's not stopping.
Yeah, I really like the camera, like the choice of the camera, like nice tight right behind her.
Can you see it?
The land of mist and fog.
He's in there.
The old fool was right.
Is he?
What was it he said? The river of knives across which lies the halls of hell. The place they call Helheim.
He's lost. He's lost.
Where are you? I hear you.
He's there, you know.
There's no doubt about
He's
it.
lost.
The source of the darkness is in Helheim,
They're called
and the goddess Hela holds his soul there. Come. Her dear beloved, Dillian.
Okay, I'm getting the feeling that maybe this is kind of like the tale of Orpheus, just from a different cultural mythology.
She's doing this for him.
Because this kind of seems like,
He's already dead.
I'm trying to think here. This reminds me a lot.
In hell.
This is like a Norse version of Orpheus. You know, goes into the underworld to save his.
She wants us.
Oh, I can't remember. I want to say
Needs to leave.
wife. I can't remember if they were like actually married or if it was they were lovers or what.
Nothing she can do. Do you know where you
Bridge
are?
to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path up to it. Let's see, shall we?
It's the freaking anticipation, man. Just I'm waiting for something to come out at us. I'll say this game looks pretty. I'm gonna guess it's up those stairs and I'm gonna go look at that thing, but I'm gonna go check this corner. Something's calling me. Okay, I think so.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim, and that is where you must travel.
That's the way. Are you scared? You should be scared. You're in danger. Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done it. She can't go back now.
No, this is it. The hidden path.
He's going to hurt you. It's dangerous.
Don't kill me. I'm not one of them.
Don't listen.
I was just hiding. I find I live longer that way. I'll never let the bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory.
Druth? Is that you?
Around you now.
For my tales of the Northmen, they call me Druth. A liar.
He's lost.
An old fool.
He's coming.
Truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next. I will tell you my stories of hell, if I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
You have to take a closer look to see.
I can see one.
Hold it in your
needs to
mind's
focus now.
eye.
She needs to use
Find
her
one
eyes.
like it to open the gate.
It's just secrets. He's not right.
It's near. Look towards the gate, and the gate will open.
The gate is open. Go through the gate.
Go through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
I spent 6 years enslaved in hell, but I watched the Northmen, learnt their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price. Carry my stories with you, and together we will make the Northmen feel our fury.
Is anyone like me and kind of pissing themselves right now?
Another voice joins us. She once tried to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what good is that? When we are always here.
Again, this is my question. Is she like a schizophrenic or something? Here, schizophrenia is where you hear you hear voices that aren't there. At least I think it is. And is she like mentally ill or something? And like she's hearing voices.
The same with heights. You can stand on the edge, pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near, waiting for you to make that little slip. You can't just wish things away.
My question is, is she hearing voices, but it's being kind of like explained away, kind of like in a mystical sense, or are these voices something because of magic and like that's my question so far.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess Hela, daughter of Loki. The gods feared her bloodline, bad on her mother's side and yet much worse on her father's. So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela can resurrect the dead. To Hela, your Dillion was sacrificed, and with her you must bargain.
Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna guess this is actually, it's more, we're going with more magic instead of a commentary on mental illness. But I could be totally wrong on that. I have no clue. Though I think what I was saying about the whole Tale of Orpheus thing, I think that's more than...
Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to Helheim divides the living from the dead. Is that the face of Hela herself? The half-rotten goddess that rules over Helheim. Whatever horrors lie behind that door, she must find him.
Well, yeah, more and more so.
Someone's here.
More and more so, I think I'm right with this whole. It's kind of like the Tale of Orpheus.
I'll give you what you want. I won't resist anymore. Just give him back.
Circle's a kick. Square's a slash. X is a dodge. Circle's a kick. Okay, triangle's heavy. Come on. Alright. Pretty simple combat system. Okay, double tapping X will give you a roll. Okay. R1 is a block. And if you time it right, it's a parry.
a vision of what's to come. Poor Senua. The darkness does not bargain. It does not reason. It is rot. And now it has taken hold. It will spread towards her head, the seat of the soul, until there is nothing left of her. All of her suffering will have been for nothing. It's just a matter of time.
I understand that you need to put up a, like a thing to explain that, but I think the dialogue actually did a good enough job.
That is what Dillian taught her. With every defeat, the dark rot will grow and soon it will take her soul. But for now, at least, she still has control of her mind. And she will fulfill her vow, whatever the cost.
Again, I feel like that just got a little redundant. And I don't get why you couldn't have... It's interesting that it kind of lets you figure out how to do it yourself, how to...
The goddess Hela lies behind the gate to Helheim. To open the gate, you must first face the gods that guard it. The god of fire, Surt, and the god of illusion, Valravn. Spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim and enter the land of the dead.
I don't know, I think it's interesting that it kind of let you figure it out yourself. But at the same time, I would have preferred, maybe a pop-up telling me how to do it.
Two gods, two gates.
That's an interesting thing with the permadeath. I mean, I can see where that... Oh, God, these voices are really creeping me out, dude. I mean, that's an interesting concept, yet at the same time, I can see where that would get annoying. But, honestly, before we keep going with that, I get an early morning tomorrow. I gotta travel, pick some people up. Just some stuff. So I actually have to head to bed soon. Just want to say thank you so much for watching, everybody. I know that's short. I'll do a longer video for this when I get back tomorrow, because I am super interested in this. This is really cool. I can't wait to get back and play it. So thank you for watching. Facebook, Twitter, the website, minds.com. Links to that down in the description below. Remember to like, comment if you're not already. Please subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned for more next time, guys. But until then, Major Gels, the Unthar Game Channel, I'm out.
But darkness, bitter cold to the north, fiery hot to the south. They say the cold formed ice, which melted from the sparks from the south. The power of the darkness gave life to the dripping ice, and the first giant was born, and was named Ymir. The ice continued to drip, and the power of the void gave life to it, and it became a cow, whose milk fed the giant. That's right, a cow. But you weren't expecting that.